All those that were numbered of the Leviim, whom Moshe and Aaron and the princes of Israel numbered by their families and by their fathers' houses, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone that entered in to do the work of service and the work of bearing burdens inside the tent of appointment, even those that were numbered of them were 8,580. According to the command of Yahweh they were numbered by Moshe, every one according to his service and according to his burden. Thus were they numbered of him, as Yahweh commanded Moshe. Bamidbar, Numbers chapter 5. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper and every one having a flux, and whosoever is unclean for a soul. Both male and female shall ye put out, outside the camp shall ye put them, that they defile not their camp, in the midst whereof I dwell.
And the children of Israel did so, and put them out outside the camp. As Yahweh spoke to Moshe, so did the children of Israel. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel. When a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit, so as to do treacherously, committing a treachery against Yahweh, and that soul shall be culpable, then he shall confess his sin which he hath done, and he shall make restitution for his culpability in full, and add to it the 5th part thereof, and he shall give it to him to whom he hath been culpable. But if the man have no kinsman to whom restitution may be made for the culpability, the restitution for culpability which is made to Yahweh shall be the priest's, besides the ram of the atonement, whereby atonement shall be made for him. And every heave offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they present to the priest, shall be his. And every man's hallowed things shall be his. Whatsoever any man giveth to the priest, it shall be his.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, If any man's woman go aside, and she do treacherously against him, committing a treachery, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be concealed, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, and she be not caught, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his woman, and she be defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his woman, and she be not defiled, then shall the man bring his woman to the priest, and shall bring her oblation for her, the 10th part of a ephah of barley flour. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is a grain offering of jealousy, a grain offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before Yahweh. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle the priest shall take, and put it into the water, And the priest shall set the woman before Yahweh, and he shall loose the head of the woman, and put the grain offering of memorial in her hands, which is the grain offering of jealousy. And the priest shall have in his hand the water of bitterness that causeth the curse. And the priest shall adjure her, and shall say to the woman, If no man have lain with thee, and if thou have not gone aside to uncleanness, being under thy husband, be thou free from this water of bitterness that causeth the curse. But if thou have gone aside, being under thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee except thy husband, then the priest shall cause the woman to swear with the oath of cursing, and the priest shall say to the woman, Yahweh make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when Yahweh doth make thy thigh to fall away, and thy belly to swell. And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels, and make thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to fall away. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out into the water of bitterness. And he shall make the woman drink the water of bitterness that causeth the curse, and the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter. And the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the grain offering before Yahweh, and bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the grain offering as the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall make the woman drink the water. And when he hath made her drink the water, then it shall become, if she be defiled and have done treacherously against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall fall away, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free, and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, when a woman being under her husband goeth aside and is defiled. Or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon a man, and he is jealous of his woman, then shall he set the woman before Yahweh, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. And the man shall be free from iniquity, and that woman shall bear her iniquity.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when either woman or man shall make a special vow, the vow of a Nazir, to separate himself to Yahweh, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink. He shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any juice of grapes, nor eat fresh grapes or dried.